Following Akina Simbine and Henrico Bruantjes stormed to a A2 complete front of favorite Johan Blake in the men's 100 gauge definitive on Monday. Tuesday saw dual Olympic defend Foundry Semenya flight 2-0 in the females 1500meter. The 27-year-old deleted the box installation, a private top and state games recording of in the trial, in else milestone racing for her already sparkling career. Possessing 1800meter at both of the London and Rio Spartakiada, the 1500meter is a comparatively new racing for her and win will be a enormous promotion front of her 800meter definitive on Friday, in her sights set on a planet recording how has stood for 35 year. Thou aware, he's not on creature muscular. He's on sport, she told. While you go out of yours flat, you believe on performance. You don't believe on how yours opponents see. You fair wish to do superior. Kenya's Beatrice Chepkoech completed nearly 3 seconds over Semenya to get silvery, time Welsh begun Melissa Courtney took bronzed. Semenya's O conducted Southward Africa front of Canada in the common coin spreadsheet, in 5 location over Australia, England, India and New Zealand. Cold Rawlings for a little Caribbean isle, Jamaica has had its equitable stake of world sport successful, and not fair on the path. It has as well been a nationality brought to the largest hardly of sport. Fair believe of the renowned Cold Runnings bobsleigh crew of the 1988 Winter Spartakiada. Now Jamaica has found a new character in a kind of sports more than clothes related in wet Britain rather than the gentle white sands of the Caribbean isle, grass bowler hat Andrew Newell. One of the as-called Reggie Roller, Newell sprang one of the largest jolt of the games while he conquered British Planet No. 3 and O-coin favourite Robert Paxton 21-16 in Circle 3 of the men's acquaintance grass bowls. Following affliction, cruel destruction in his at first 2 matches, 21-0 and 21-2, the win above Paxton later fueled Newell on a other successful, the period above India's Krishna Zaukso. Importance, a win in his definitive team tie next day could see the 44-year-old advance to the quarterfinals. Quick becoming one of the worship heroes of the games, Newell has though been stopped for a photo in the athlete's countryside by ex-Olympic defend Johan Blake. On TCKE'd box it is everywhere recognized reality of lifetime how no enjoys making their administrator. No. Usually, although, the ensuing consequences of a rapidly gliding above a set of regulation and facility are minimum, or though non-existent. But be cautious which you checkmark, or don't checkmark, as British bicyclist Melissa Lowther has found out to her price following she was incapable to competitive in the females person period test due to an administration mistake of a Crew England formal. An un-TCKE'd box on her accession shape intended the 21-year-old Lowther was not officially recorded for the occasion. I can't put in speech how frustrated I am to include been skipped off the begin listing due to an administrator mistake, told Lowther in a declaration located on Instagram. It was one of my targets the time of year to do choice for the period test occasion and I was so pride how my difficult job in learning pay away time Crew England include apologized, I'm yet devastated not to include the prospect to present my nation following all the difficult miles I've put to. In an over declaration, Crew England Cooked mission statement Sarah Winkles told, I include speak to Melissa to propose my genuine apologies to her, her coaches and to UK biking. Melissa has learned difficult for and concentrated on the racing and it should never be the instance how an mistake on our portion prevents an sportsman show which she can do. We appealed to the State Games Federation to enable Melissa in the racing but it was not probable at such a brief note, added Winkles. Crew England will be conduct a overview to know how the position has emerging and how it can be prevented of event once again. Although it was too deceased to fix the mistake in period for the period test, Lowther will include else opportunity to competitive the Sunday in the females way racing. Paragraph Powerlifters transport crew Nigeria following the Rio Paralympics in 2016 and now the Oshore State Games. The Nigerian crew is manufacturing a addiction of full domination in the Paragraph Power Triathlon. Nigeria crowned the dais in all four-persons paragraph power triathlon events on the Oshore on Tuesday, in Roland Azoryuk, Esther Oyema, Ndidi Nwosu and Abdulaziz Ibrahim all pretending O in their divisions, not to refer and further two silvery medals for the African nationality. Onyema, who had previous undertaken O in Delhi 2010 and Glasgow 2014, ruined a planet recording and path to her name, lift nearly 3 times her body weight, a colossal in the females easy class. Malawi surmounts Scotland in netball action thriller in a state games packed in more than rather than a few tale stories. The Malawian netball crew is start to stay out as a actual Cinderella history. Possessing not one a solitary state coin with 1986, the African nationality clung on in a cardiac-pounding culmination to destruction. Scotland 51-50 to hold their hopes of a semi-sleeper live. Following guideline 51-49 in 27 seconds on the watch, the Scottish stretched the score to 51-50 up. Malawi's Jen Chimiliro was shipped off for period ruinous. Scotland's purpose assault Lindsay Gallagher later skipped both of shots, giver Malawi a exciting win. How went downward to the recent cast of the play. It is Malawi's other underdog win in 3 days, following they conquered hard-favoured New Zealand 57-53 on Saturday.